Okay, so another feature of the constitution is bicameralism. We have a bicameral legislature. There are two houses. One is the National Assembly, and second one is the Senate. Unlike the previous constitution, this time we adopted bicameral legislature. In the previous constitutions, there was a unicameral legislature. So we have a National Assembly, which is based on the direct representation of the people in all of the regions, and the Senate, which is indirectly elected and representing all the provinces. So the difference between the two houses is that the National Assembly is directly representative body based on the population, the principles of population. More population, more representation; lesser population, lesser representation. For example, and currently Punjab is has more population, more than 50% of the Pakistanis, they are living in Punjab province, so they have representation based on their population, while in Balochistan that is the least populous province in Pakistan, so they have the least representation in the National Assembly. And unlike the National Assembly, Senate is an equally representative body. All the provinces are equally represented, irrespective of their population. Each province have equal number of representatives in the Senate, which who are indirectly elected by the provincial assemblies of each province. So why was this second house created, or why we shifted from unicameralism to bicameralism? So the main objective was to protect the smaller provinces from the dominance of Punjab. Is if suppose we if there is single house or single only one house, there would National Assembly, so that would be overwhelmingly dominated by the Punjab because of their majority population. So in order to protect the smaller provinces and from the majority or dominance of the Punjab, and secondly to ensure a federal balance, that no province could be in a position to exploit the other provinces. And secondly, there would also be a balance between the different provinces and between the center and the provinces. So it was actually protected. The main objective or the main purpose of the creation of the Senate was the protection of the smaller provinces from the dominance of Punjab. And in federal structure, as I already told you, there is a division or distribution of powers between the center and provincial governments. And we have currently four provinces, as you know: Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Sindh, and Balochistan. So federalism was particularly, it was important in the post 1971 breakup era. Greater political autonomy became a constitutional necessity because, as I told you earlier, that one of the reasons of the dismemberment of Pakistan was the over centralization of powers under the previous constitutions. And Islamic provisions, we already had a discussion. There was also a list of fundamental rights which was incorporated in the 1973 Constitution. So we have a separate lecture on the fundamental rights. So we will discuss all the fundamental rights in detail in that lecture, which is going to be uploaded after this lecture. So here just we will shortly discuss that what is the concept of basic rights and why do we need. So in any democracy or in any democratic country, the people are given basic rights because the democracy is considered to be a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. So there are equality before law, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of movement, right to fair trial, protection against any kind of discrimination. So these are some of the fundamental rights, or you can say the major fundamental rights, and they are central to any democratic constitution. However, these rights have sometimes been suspended during the periods of emergency and military rules. Whenever there is a martial law or there is emergency, so the fundamental rights are suspended. But there is a long list of fundamental rights which are written and from Article 8 to Article 28, and we will discuss in the next lecture.